by the designated preceptor, and our preceptors there go through the Vermont preceptor workshop. I think some of you use that too, right? Yeah. So they were interviewed by the preceptors and the managers of the units they were going to, and that's how they got picked. And then the second year of the internship, we had 10 clinic sites, 5 from Tripler and 5 from the clinic, and we also have a small long-term care facility, so we were able to bring them there. And out of a pool of 17 applicants, 2 we drew actually. We had 19 and 2 of them we drew. Out of the 17, we got 10. So that was our last summer's one. So I don't know how many we're going to get this third summer. But we haven't done an official evaluation of the course except for the anecdotal things yet, because we only have 14 so far from the 2 internships. But they were all very positive, both from the preceptors and the students. And then the next one, where's this thing? Okay, the next one I'm gonna present about is we did our little study on the innovations that we did and what the effects were on the students. And this was a pre and post survey of the students, and the variables that we wanted to see was the knowledge of healthcare needs of the veterans in the active duty military, their interest to work with veterans and active duty military after graduation, and their interest in joining the military service after graduation. Then the fourth variable was the differences in aims 1, 2, and 3. So I'm just going to have one slide for the results. Okay, these were our findings. This is from the post-test. Okay, so the first numbers on the knowledge of veterans' healthcare needs, 27% of those exposed to DA sites had increased knowledge, okay, versus those non-exposed is only 4%. And the second variable, 21% of those exposed had increased knowledge versus the 6% of those not exposed. Interest in working with veterans, 42% versus 20%. So it was very positive. And the other thing that we found out is repeated VANA exposure or VANA clinical site rotation increased the knowledge of veterans, 6% to 27%, but not of the active duty military personnel. Okay, that was one finding. So this is the summary of the study that we did. The clinical experience led to good knowledge, and then it led to good interest, and it was like a reciprocal effect. Okay, so conclusion for this one is that VANA clinical rotation was a significant predictor of increased knowledge. Knowledge was a significant predictor of interest in working with veterans and active duty military personnel after graduation. Okay, so that's mine.
There's the colorful picture that we have. So I just wanted to conclude that managing care for veterans, active duty military personnel, and their families requires creative approaches to meet their unique needs. Community involvement and collaboration is vital to ensure that future nurses are educated about the clinical challenges and best practices to care for this population. So we'll continue on doing the same. We'll continue on looking at clinical challenges and improving our practices. Thank you.
Does anyone have any questions? Yes, I'm we can just speed right through my next one, and then, then Lynn is going to continue with the next presentation.